Alright everyone, and welcome back to my MotoGP 15 career. In the previous race it was a French Grand Prix at Le Mans. I got pole position and I still didn't score any points, so that was great. Last lap collision with McPhee, I think it was completely ruined the race for me. And yeah, we're finally back then. Had some problems with my laptop, as you may have seen on Twitter. Finally got them sorted, and yeah, luckily I didn't lose anything. So yeah, here we are then at Mugello for the Italian Grand Prix, one I've been looking forward to. But we are going to make some changes because I'm getting a little bit frustrated with how things are going so far with it. And we're not actually changing anything on there, but we are going to change the transmission to semi-automatic because I don't think I really got the hang of manual, and we're going to give ourselves a few more rewinds just to make it a bit easier for us. We're now going to go then to qualifying.
Hello from beautiful Mugello. There's already a buzz of excitement inside the paddock, and in a few minutes race direction will get the qualifying session underway. The weather forecast for this session is fine, so riders and teams will be able to focus exclusively on getting the best out of their bikes.
So here we are then in qualifying, and we got a nice one-off livery here then for the Italian Grand Prix. We're going back to red and white after this, but yeah, it's just this weekend. But yeah, as I say, it's going to be making it just, I wouldn't say easy is the right word, but maybe less frustrating, shall we say. I don't think I'll make too much of a difference, but I mean, yeah, it just make me not want to rage. But yeah, our initial time was a few seconds off the pace. I actually crashed on my first proper time. But yeah, here we go then across the line, and we improve a little bit. And yeah, we see Anna Carrasco trying to steal a slipstream from us. We get a little bit of a one there, but it's a little bit too late for us to do anything for us there. And a few laps later then we've got some clean air now then. I think we've actually been in, changed a few things around and improved to 21st, so a little bit of an improvement. But yeah, obviously a few weeks away from the game, a little bit off the pace once again. But hopefully as things go, we'll pick it up again as we come across the line then. A few laps later then we were only 2 seconds off them at that time, 16th, so not too bad. We dropped to 17th by the time we'd got back around again, I think. So yeah, across the line we come then, and that was a pretty good time there then, 1.3 off the pace, just under 2:03. We got 13th place there then, and our times towards the end were just full of mistakes, so we didn't improve after that. Danny Kent once again on pole, no changes there then. We're 13th, only just behind John McPhee there, but we are the top Mahindra then. It looks like it's been a little bit of progress then with Ferrari and Bagnaia up there as well. But yeah, the Mahindra is still quite a way down, but hopefully these upgrades are going to made some good changes then as we keep on bringing them to each weekend, and we're now going to go to the race.
Hello, we're joining you live from the stunning setting of the Tuscan hillsides. We're broadcasting from Mugello, where in just a few minutes we'll be bringing you live coverage of the 6th race in Moto3. The weather forecasts are very reassuring. We should have good conditions throughout the race.
So we're going to the grid now then. There's the run through of the order. Danny Kent once again taking pole then, and with Quartararo down in 4th place, he's going to be looking to extend that championship lead even more then. There we are then, heading up the 5th row, I think it was, in 13th place. Hopefully it won't be too unlucky for us today. I mean, we've had enough bad luck already, I think, but I'll see once we get a bit better. Hopefully we're going to get some good results, and hoping that now we'll get into a good run of tracks here that are good at, like Catalunya, Assen, and of course this track Mugello. So yeah, hoping that we're going to finally start scoring some consistent points here then. So here we are then on the grid in our different for this race only blue livery. Lights are coming on now, and away we go then in Mugello. And we have not got the best start. We've got Locatelli bumping into us straight away then. So yeah, we're down to 14th place on this run towards turn 1. Such a difficult corner this, and terrifying to brake for even on a Moto3 bike then. Certainly at full speed anyway, but on the first lap not as bad. We've got a crash up ahead, and it's Efren Vazquez then. It's caused a bit of a roadblock there for a second, but we are up to 11th place then, and yeah, Vazquez then, one of the top riders then in this, is down the field already then, so that's interesting. That'll be interesting to see how that one plays out then as we go wide in turn 3, and we've let McPhee back through, and also Locatelli then, so back down to 13th where we started then, but not a bad start then, and hopefully we can maintain some of these places then as Ferrari down on the Mahindra is battling with us then. We have a little bit of contact with him and Finati, I believe it is then, but we well, Ferrari's passed us then, and we're down to 14th. We're going to have a look at him, another look at him though. A little bit of contact with Finati there then, and yeah, we're battling with the Italians then in Mugello, and well, we're looking at Ferrari once again, and Finati's up for inside though. We're down to 15th place, and and I think it's Ono behind us there. Then it can't be Vasquez already, surely. And no, it is Ono then, who is teammates with Vasquez and Kent then. Can't remember the team name, but yeah, he's up into 15th place, so we're down and out of the points again already then. So not what I was hoping for here, obviously, but still most of this race to go and only 5 laps then, because it's quite a long track here then, as we see Loy and Bagnaia are battling behind us then, and we're looking at the inside of Hiroki Ono then, and Rupp is inside. We're into 15th place then, as Ferrari and Finati are battling then. We really want to get ahead of Ferrari then, because he's on a Mahindra, and obviously we want to be the top Mahindra wherever we can be, as Finati gets out of shape, and Ferrari didn't get the best run either then. We're on the outside, so not the best line, not the best place to be, and Finati's back up our inside then, but he looks like he's gone too deep, and through we go then up into 14th. It looks like we've got a good run here on Ferrari out the final corner as well then, and we're going side by side then down the straight, and it looks like we're through then. Looks like our Mahindra's got a lot better straight line speed than his did across the line there, as we're unlocking more data packs there then for more upgrades that we'll be bringing to Catalunya then. Cross line we come then, we're already 2 seconds behind McPhee then, who's in 12th, as Ferrari and Finati both looking at us there then. That's going to become hard to say after a few laps, I'm sure, as it's now Finati's ahead, and he's looking at us now then into these series of left and right handers then. But we've maintained the place for now then, we're still in 13th place, so yeah, we're doing well so far then, as once again the Team Sky bike is looking at us once again, and round the outside he's going to go then, but of course he's going to be inside now for the right hander, and through he goes. But have we cut back underneath? No, we haven't. He's maintained the place then. I'm sure the crowd will like that. A big following for Finati, and of course with Valentino Rossi's team there here in Mugello, so yeah, that would have been a popular move then, even if we are flying with different colours then just for this weekend. But still, Finati's through then. Ferrari will probably be looking at us once again then. Indeed he is, but no, not close enough that time. Looks like there's a couple of them battling behind us in fact at this stage, so that might relieve some of the pressure off us for a bit, or they'll all just gang up on us as they usually do in these races, but hopefully not then, as we're in 14th place now then, coming towards the end of the second lap then, just about to enter the final sector of the lap I believe, and still not too far behind Finati then. Hopefully our Mahindra can keep up with his KTM. Doesn't seem likely, but who knows, we've lasted this long so far then. But yeah, that gap from 12th place, they've just 12th onwards, they've just gone while we were all battling, as someone up ahead actually went into the gravel there, but seemed to recover pretty quickly, and we were a lot quicker through that left right hander there. That's all a little chicane. I'm not sure if it actually is a chicane or not, but yeah, we're a lot quicker than the AI through there, and we actually gained quite a lot of time there on Finati, so we might be able to get a good run on him here down this long pit straight. Such a long run, might even be, I think it might be the longest one in MotoGP in fact, I'm not sure about that one. But across the line we come then, and yeah, it just didn't seem like we're close enough to get a good slipstream here on Finati, but we do have a good gap over Ono in 15th place, and he's made his way up ahead of Ferrari then, who's on the other Mahindra, and it's actually Vasquez there then. You see that two teammates then. Vasquez of course, who crashed at the start, and he's making his way back through the field now then, so we're going to have to watch out for him because he's a very quick rider, as I said, teammates with Kent and Ono, so yeah, he'll certainly be recovering pretty quickly then, as we see Kent once again at the front of the race then, overtaking Oliveira, who's doing a pretty good job then on the KTM. Honda seemed to be pretty much the dominant manufacturer then in this series, as it was KTM a couple of years ago I remember, but yeah, our Mahindra seems to be quite a way off than then. I'm not sure about the Husqvarna. I'm pretty sure I remember them being like pretty much the same as the KTMs, but I'm not sure if that is actually still the case, more if they actually have their own, they are their own manufacturer now. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, back to today and now then, and we've got Vasquez chasing us down for 14th place, so yeah, we need to watch out for him then. But I mean, I'll just be glad to bring it home in the points at this stage if I'm honest, because we haven't scored points since, well, that only point score we got in Austin, so yeah, we really need to do get some points on the board then, as Vasquez goes up our inside then, and it looks like he's through then into 14th place, but we're coming up to the part of the track where I'm quickest at, and yeah, I do get a good run there out of the corner, and through I go then, back past him into 14th place. We see Finati once again getting out of shape there. I'm not sure if that's just the line the AI take there, but it doesn't seem to really benefit them too much, and in fact we catch him right back up then. And in fact we seem to have just generally closed back up to the field a lot more. We were like 2 seconds behind McPhee and that group up ahead, but I don't know, we seem a little bit closer, but I mean, I guess not, as we see them all sort of stretch out again on the straight. Across the line we're going to come then, and 2 laps to go now then, here at the Italian Grand Prix, and yeah, we don't seem to be close enough once again to get the slipstream from Finati. I mean, we're sort of just about there on sort of the outskirts, I guess. If we brake once again for turn 1, we go way too deep, and Vasquez is through. Such a difficult corner to get right, even on a Moto3 bike, but we do get like an OP drive because of how far wide we went. And yeah, we're backwards inside into turn 2, but then he tries it into turn 3. But no, we've maintained the place then. We're back up into 14th place, ahead of Vasquez then. He's going to be looking at us again though into this another series of left and right handers here then, and through he goes then. He goes a little bit wide though, but we couldn't really capitalise on it unfortunately. But yeah, he's through then into 14th place. We'll have to see if he can make any more progress before the end of this race or not. But yeah, obviously not the way he wanted today to go, and I'm not sure why he didn't use his flashback or something, but still. He's up into 14th place, and yeah, we're in 15th and still in the points. We've got a second lead over Ono, which in Moto3 is quite a lot if I'm honest, because yeah, you saw how big the gap was when we were like 2 seconds behind McPhee earlier in the race, and well, yeah, Vasquez is already about more than half a second ahead of us there, and yeah, we're just not even close to him, like in terms of looking to make an overtake. So I think at this stage we really just have to not make any more mistakes, and we should be alright. As we see Ono's actually caught us up a bit, we can see, yeah, well, I thought I didn't actually think he was that close behind us there, but yeah, certainly having looked at us there, I saw that the arrow was sort of faded slightly, so I thought he was sort of in the range, sort of behind us, but I didn't realise he was right behind us waiting to make a move there. But I mean, this part of the track's where we're quick, and that really sets us up nicely, because it means that we get a nice gap before we get out onto this long straight, where it's certainly slipstream heaven, as I've seen in plenty of Moto3 races in the past. I remember sort of the first year with I think it was Maverick Vinales, Romano Finati and Sandro Cortese. They were separated by something ridiculous, like there was like less than a tenth between all 3 of them, and only about 100th of a second between Vinales and Finati. I remember that was a crazy race, and yeah, so it really helps us that we are getting a good we're quick before that sections, because then, well, one, it's either setting us up nicely for overtakes, which unfortunately we haven't really seen so far in this race, but secondly, it's certainly helping us to build a gap so we're not under threat from the slipstream once we get out onto that final corner. So yeah, it's good that we are quick in that section, and because it really does help us on that straight, even if it hasn't been for attacking today, it really has helped us to defend some positions, I think, because I think certainly a few behind us could have probably challenged us then for this 15th place. Certainly Ono, Ferrari were there earlier in the race, and probably Bagnaia was there as well. He's also on a Mahindra, so yeah, he'd have probably challenged us then. So see, we're 1.3 behind Vasquez. Doesn't look like we're going to be catching him, but we have got a 1.1 second lead over Ono now then, who's in 16th. So it is really looking likely that we're going to take this final point then today, which will be certainly a relief. As I said, we've only had 1 point finished so far, which was in Austin. I can't actually remember what position we finished in that race. I think it was 13th or 14th, I'm not sure now. But yeah, it's certainly disappointing to not come away with any points in Le Mans after taking pole position there, and certainly to see Bagnaia, who's also on Mahindra, sort of steal a point away from us at the end. But yeah, it's certainly, I'm not sure if I've said this before, but it feels like I'm a McLaren Honda driver or something, that I'm just having to desperately try and score some points and develop this bike, car, whatever, as much I can. But yeah, been a pretty error-free race from us then for once, and I gave us 3 flashbacks and we didn't even need them today then. We're going to come out the front corner then, we look behind us, we've got a nice comfortable gap behind us then, and we're going to come across the line then, do a nice wheel over the line, almost falling off the back, but we finished 15th then at the Italian Moto3 Grand Prix. So there's the final results then. Danny Kent once again takes the win from Miguel Oliveira, and Fabio Quartararo takes the final podium place then. And there we are then in 15th place. We're actually comfortably the best Mahindra in the end then. Ferrari seems to drop back, and Bagnaia wasn't really in the fight either then. So yeah, we were rather comfortable in 15th place. We had a 6/10 for second lead over Ono, which is quite a lot in Moto3 terms. But yeah, looking further down, still a lot of Mahindras down there at the bottom. So yeah, it's good for us that we scored a point today then, and that's really going to hopefully get our season back on track then, because yeah, as I say, not it's been a bad run lately, and yeah, so it certainly helps to recover a little bit, as Danny Kent now got 23-point lead over Quartararo in the championship then, and Navarro overtakes Vasquez today, and Vasquez not having a good race, what with that crash at the start. So we're 16th now then, and there's a point for our tally then. We're 3 behind Ono and 2 ahead of Bagnaia and Loy now then, and yeah, still only 18 riders to score points then, which is odd seeing as there's points for the top 15 riders in this, but yeah, still a lot of riders then without points, and yeah, we're lucky that we've got a few now then. And looking at constructors, Mahindra's still right down at the bottom there with only 4 points. I mean, we've well, we've added 1 to that today then at least, but yeah, still a long way off where we want to be. But yeah, that is it for today then. Finally got some points once again. If you enjoyed today's race, leave a like. I'll see you next time for the Catalan Grand Prix. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.